That sentence is one of the most iconic sentences I think has ever been uttered in this studio. Now, this failure, I couldn't believe it. It's such a good one, again, because it goes to the heart of everything that we're talking about. Simply the best.
Oh, yeah.
Which is actually called The Best, which I didn't know until I read your failure.
Well,
people misquote it all the time. So what happened with The Best?
Well, in 1988, I was recording an album with Desmond Child in Woodstock. Actually, in Janis Joplin's old studio, right?
Can we just pause? That sentence is one of the most iconic sentences I think has ever been uttered in this studio. Okay, carry on.
Well, of course, Janis had died in 1969, but I was working in this studio that she used to work in, that her and her manager owned. And I was doing an album, a very budgeted album, like after Total Eclipse of the Heart and Secret Dreams and Forbidden Fire with the late, great Jim Steinman, the record company had forked out fortunes for them, you know what I mean? But for this next album, Desmond was given a mega kind of budget to work for the whole album. They only paid him really enough for 7 songs, but we ended up doing, I think it was 14 or 15. And this song, Simply the Best, I recorded then, and it was not played. Nobody played my version of it. And then 2 years later, Tina Turner released it, and it was a massive hit. I always do a tribute to Tina in my show, because when I was young, I was always in my bedroom with, playing Ike Tina Turner songs, Tina Turner, Janis Joplin, Wilson Pickett, oh God, all the big people with big voices I loved, And I do a tribute to Tina, and I do that song, and I used to say I did it 2 years before Tina, but it doesn't seem right to say that now because she's such a legend that she was such an inspiration for all of us girl singers. She was incredible, absolutely the best, simply the best. And so I just say I'm going to do a tribute. I don't even say anymore now that I recorded it 2 years before, And
what do you think happened there? Why do you think it was successful when she sang it? Is that about subjectivity of taste? Is it about the time being right?
I think they changed ages, but people, they weren't playing certain people over an age, and yet they played Tina Turner. She's older than me, she was. But, they didn't play my records anyway. And it turned out to be quite a successful album, actually. In fact, there are 3 or 4 songs on that album that I recorded before other artists. I did Save Up All Your Tears before Cher did it.
Wow.
I did To Love Somebody, the old Bee Gees song. I did that before Jimmy Somerville had a #1 with it. And Don't Turn Around, Aswad had a #1 with it, that Diane Warren wrote. I did that. And nobody played my versions of it, I'm simply the best. So, but the album it's a great album, and Desmond Child is an awesome producer as well,
The Tina Turner thing is very interesting because hearing you talk about it, you're so supportive of other artists and particularly other women.
Yeah.
Was there ever a point where you felt a bit resentful? You're like, hang on a second, this was my song.
No. No, it actually gave me my confidence back in my choice of material because I thought, I was sure that was a good song, And then it went to #1 for Tina Turner. I got to say, my mother, bless her, she said, "It's not fair, see. You did that song before Tina Turner and they didn't play you us."
Thanks for tuning in. And if you found this video enjoyable, be sure to check out the full episode on your preferred podcast platform. And make sure you're following How to Fail on social media for additional content and updates.